What's going on, everybody? It's your boy L Dog back in the building, man. Larry Reactions, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all already know what we're here to talk about. So, this was a discussion that came up on the radio the other day, and I just thought I'd touch on it. Uh, Discipline versus punishment. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a firm believer in both. In some households, one works better than the other. But from my childhood and how I came up, it's like, it was it was both. It was both. Like the way I see some of these kids talking to their parents nowadays, uh, that's a in my household how I came up. That's a good way to get football. Y'all know what football means, you know. If you don't know, go and say it. Fucked up beyond all recognition. I'm just saying. um, uh, as one of my coworkers would say, Finn. Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap for you. Um, but I I think I think one one can exist without the other, but I think one, in my opinion, I think have one having one and not having the other in some scenarios it just ain't gonna work. But like I said, households are different nowadays. All households are different. How people raise their kids, how they discipline their kids, how they punish their kids, whatever. It's the thing. Some parents, they use social media as a tool to punish their kids, and man, that shit to them kids, that shit be like death. Facts. I done seen them on the side. Outside of Pines Road by the Walmart holding up signs talking about what they did. And while the mama sitting up there posting it. That's, hey, kudos to you, great parenting. Straight up. But nowadays I think a lot of this disrespect from kids towards their parents, a lot of that, in my opinion, that comes from too much of the parents trying to be their kids' friends. And that ain't how they go. Fuck that. I ain't trying to be your friend. I'm your parent. Now get your ass out of here if I knock your ass between that wash and dry. Real shit. It's just, and you can see that, especially in the schools today. I mean, man, these students, man, they are squaring up with these teachers. Like for real, they are squaring up with these teachers. I mean, some of them ain't backing down. Some of them, standing their ground. Like, hey, come on, let's step outside. I mean, facts, real talk. The dude just there to do his job, and you disrupting the class. So, man, I asked you to leave. You don't want to leave. All right, then you finna get fucked up. I mean, that's the end of it. I just think, but and all it stems back, in my opinion, that stems back from the home. You know, some parents let their kids do whatever. I mean, whatever. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy at all. Because if you let them get away with one thing, then they're going to do it again. They're going to keep doing it. Why would they stop? You know why they're not going to stop? Because it ain't no consequences. There ain't no consequences to what they doing. So they're going to keep on doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's when you need to put on them cleats and drop kick them in the back of their head. I mean, it's just that simple. And and don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with punishing, but hey, go over there and stand in the corner. You in timeout. Fuck that. That shit, how I grew up, that shit, That shit, you better after this was after the ass whooping. You better go in your room before you get fucked up. That was the look. You know, shit. Mama gave me the look. Pop gave me the words. You know what I'm saying? There was a cohesive unit. You know what I'm saying? And then they start going by the, by the law, by the laws of the state. Only thing I gotta do is clothe you, shelter you, and feed you. Shit, your ass eat a can of cream of chicken soup and a piece of bread. That's it. And some water. That's all I gotta give your motherfucking ass. I mean, for real. I mean, it's just stuff like that. I just think a lot of shit that these kids doing today, the disrespect, there's no respect. It's almost to the point of non-existent when it comes to the behavior these kids have towards their parents. And they will straight up act the ass, and it's like I've seen it with my own eyes in Walmart. Like, oh, I want the goddamn fucking G.I. Joe. You know, no, I told you weren't gonna get it. I'd be like, it wouldn't be no talking. When I think a cuss word finna come out your mouth, I'm finna. You lucky you walk out of here with 4 teeth in your mouth and able to walk on one leg. I'm just saying. It's real shit. I just think, it's so, society now is so, I don't know what's the word to use. It's like any discipline towards your kids is wrong or abuse. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, from the era that I grew up in, fuck that. And then you don't need no village to raise no child. You need your 2 capable parents that you got in your household or whatever. Cause they beat ass. Your ass. They will beat your ass. And it didn't matter if somebody else, one of the cousins or relatives over there too, you in my house, he get his ass beat, you gonna get your ass beat if you do something wrong. I mean, it just is what it is. And and honestly, it in a lot of ways it just needs to get back to that. I'm a firm believer. Like I said, I'm a firm believer in both. But I feel like it can't. And I know I said earlier one can exist without the other, but it just I don't think so. I'm gonna take that back because I really don't think so. If you got one, you have to have the other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because if you just doing a punishment thing, in some scenarios, in some instances, they'll repeat it because they know that you're not gonna, there's not no, it's gotta be something that's gonna hurt them to their soul. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm a firm believer in both, especially the discipline part. I'm just saying. But man, look, y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think about this subject, and make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.